My name is Chua Wen Qin, and I'll present on the whole genome sequencing analysis of multiple Salmonella cerebrale provides insight into phylogenetic relatedness, antimicrobial resistance, and virulent marker across human, food animals, and agricultural environmental sources. Salmonella enterica is a significant foodborne pathogen which can be transmitted via several distinct routes, and reports on AMR are increasing. To better understand the association between human Salmonella clinical isolates and the potential environmental or animal reservoir, whole genome sequences were used to investigate the epidemiology and AMR patterns within Salmonella isolates from 2 adjacent US states. Method: first is Salmonella isolate selection. 200 Salmonella are collected from human, swine, poultry, and agricultural environment. Next is phenotypic antimicrobial testing, and then genome library preparation and sequence assembly. And then Salmonella serotyping and Salmonella in silico typing resources, which is known as SISTER. Animal and environmental serotyping was sent to Craftsman, White Skins, and human serotyping will use SISTER software for cerebral prediction. And next is element-free feature frequency profiling and core genome SMP analysis. PAR-SMP progress is used in this study. Determinations of Salmonella virulence, plasmid response, and antimicrobial susceptibility determinant. And then correlations of susceptibility phenotypes and genotypes. You use to compare presence or absence of resistant genes or mutant genes detected by whole genome sequencing. And the last is accession number. This is the result of Salmonella serotyping based on whole genome sequencing. We can see that Salmonella typing murans has the highest total numbers of Salmonella isolates. The left panel represents the phylogenetic tree based on core genome SMP, and the right panel shows the phylogenetic tree obtained from FFPLY. Although the order of serotypes are different, but the isolate cluster generally according to serotype in both analysis methods, so the overall topologies are similar. This is AMR correlation based on phenotypic and genotypic data. You can see that the overall sensitivity is 87.61%, the specificity is 97.13%, positive prediction value is 88.35%, and negative prediction value is 96.93%. We can see that all the antimicrobial has specificity higher than 90% except for the streptomycin, which is lower than 90%. Discussion: SMP-based analysis. Use core genome from whole genome alignment and use read mapping for phylogenetic construction. The program is PAR-SMP, and the advantage is greater resolution. These 4 cerebrales are clustered based on source of origin, but there are exceptions, which is 3 clinical isolates are closely related to other isolates. Example, in Tafimuran, these 3 are human clinical case, which is closely related to swine, chicken, and environmental isolates. In Swaziland, Salmonella isolate from chicken cluster with environmental isolates from the same farm. This cerebral is monophasic variant and is descendants of Tafimuran. PAR-SMP-based subtyping could be a suitable analysis applied to differentiate these 2 cerebra. For STB, it has highly homogeneous genetic composition and is source of origin that cannot be differentiated using PAR-SMP analysis, and is known as polyphyletic cerebra. FFP-based program is FFPLY and is relied on an element-free approach. The differences is the order of cerebral cluster within the tree and is more sensitive. The advantages is the independence of different genome, low hardware requirements, cluster build based on geography, radiation, and orbit detection. Tetracycline resistant for disease prevention and growth promotion. Genes are this and the mechanism are this. Streptomycin resistant. Among the discordant results shows the presence of resistant gene but still susceptible to streptomycin. The genes are these 2 and the mechanism are these 2, which leading to difficulties of phenotypic predictions. AMR or virulent genes. The type of cerebral has greater impact on AMR characterization. Plasmid profile are correlated to Salmonella cerebral and incompatibility group. For example, in F, which is well updated and commonly distributed plasmid in Enterobacter K family. High frequency of virulent genes detected from food, animal, and environment may be transmitted and cause infection in humans. Gene, for example, gene is CTDB and it is detected in all isolates of this tree. So conclusion, the whole genome sequencing is a helpful tool for Salmonella phylogenetic analysis, AMR, and virulent genes prediction. The clinical isolate cluster closely with animal and environmental isolates, suggesting that animal and environmental are potential sources for dissemination of AMR and virulent genes between Salmonella cerebral. Okay, thank you.